When installing your new CMD module on this 02 to 05 WRX, the first thing you're going to do is remove the negative ground lead from the battery. We don't want any shorts happening when installing the new harness. Move that, set it up to the side. Next thing we're going to do is this ground lug that is located on the driver's side fender wall. We're going to go ahead and remove that as well. That's where we're going to locate the ground for the CMD module. Next thing, once the grounds are removed, we're going to remove these two 10mm bolts holding the windshield washer reservoir into place. Once the two 10mm bolts are removed, you'll be able to lift the windshield washer reservoir right out of its location. And what you're going to have at the bottom here is going to be one green plug. You remove that plug, and you'll be able to just set this off to the side. Once this is removed, we'll have two plugs located down here next to the battery. One is brown and one is black. Once they're removed, we'll have two harnesses left over, like I said, brown and black. Once that is completed, we'll grab our CMD harness. We'll start to put it in its proper location. What we have here is, if you can see, pretty much four identical plugs to this down here below. We'll install these into its location. Once those plugs are installed, you can go ahead and reinstall the windshield washer reservoir. Don't forget to hook the green plug back into it. It'll sit right back down in its stock location. Make sure you have enough cable running through, you're not caught on anything before you hook it all back up. Once you tighten the ground lug into place, you go and start routing the other cables. The next cable you're going to have is going to be this harness, which is going to contain your fuel injector, control, boost control offset, and mass air meter. You can route this along the back and over to the side of the vehicle, just keeping this plug out of the way. There will be 8 zip ties installed in your packet. You can go and start zip tying these cables out of your way to various hoses that are located here in the engine compartment. Your goal is to keep this away from any mechanical parts or hot parts on the car. Once you get your 8 zip ties installed, right now we currently have 5, but we'll install the other 2 underneath this cover. You'll take your small flathead screwdriver and pop these tabs. They'll just set up just like you see here. You'll be able to remove this cover and set it off to the side. Once you get in here, you'll have 2 plugs you'll remove. One is a light gray plug, which is going to have an inside that's going to look just like this. The next one is your boost control solenoid, which looks like this. And third will be your mass air meter. You remove that plug and it looks like this. Next you will install the gray plug into its place. Plug the boost offset into its location. And last, you will install the mass air meter plug. Once that is completed, you'll use your final zip ties, zip tying these components down and out of the way so they don't come in contact with anything over on the passenger side of the vehicle. Once you have all the zip ties in place, you can go ahead and just cut them with your dikes for clean installation. Making sure there's enough tension on the zip ties so they don't move and your wires don't fall below. Once that is completed, you can now reinstall this cover, making sure to line up the holes so it sits right back into place. Once that harness is installed, I'll now take my CMD module, which will look like this, and I'll plug it in to its harness. And I'll try to find the best location to put it, which we have found will be right in this area over here. You'll receive two pieces of dual lock, which look just like this. You'll go ahead and remove it, and you will install it, one on the top here, and one along its side. This is how it will look when it's finished. Remove these two lower pieces. Install the CMD module. You'll go ahead and dual lock it right to the windshield washer reservoir. If you can find a different location to put it, you're more than welcome to put it there. Just go ahead and tuck the wires out of the way so they're not in the way. Finally, you will go ahead and reinstall the ground lug back onto the battery post. You are now ready to start your vehicle.